Hello YouTubes, this is Grimweird coming back at you with more Enigmatica 2 Expert Mod Pack playthrough action for Minecraft 1.12.2. Alright, we are looking to finish up our efforts with Advanced Rocketry today, and we are coming into a landing on Philucka. And we are in a biome called Stormland. That sounds intimidating. Lots of apparently dead trees. Cool, cool. Lots of mushrooms. Interesting. Cool sunset. Not sure whether it was sunset or sunrise. We got mystical flowers. We got palm wood. Interesting. This looks like the kind of wackiness that you sometimes get when you play with the RF dimensions. Zebra wood. Alright. Let's see. Go ahead and make myself, before I wander off too far, make myself the obligatory waypoint so I can find my way home to the rocket. And then we are here to get us some, hopefully, Resonant Endstone, and the Endstone version of Draconium. So let's go ahead and make ourselves a teleport spot up here before we get carried away. Right about there looks good. So I got a new sign. And we will test it. Good to go. So now we can dig on down. This looks like a good spot. All right. That's a good sign that we're in the right place, seeing some Endstone. It's not the kind of Endstone we're looking for, but aha, there we go. Resonant Endstone. Nice. One down. Got some more. Good, good. I don't know how much of this we'll need, if any. My Enderman farm created so much Endstone, I think, or so much Ender Pearls. I think I've still got like 12,000 Ender Pearls. Let's see. So we're just going to keep going down. Now we're just looking for the last ore that we're missing, which would be the what level are we at? Y25. This looks like a good place to get a good look around. We are looking for the Draconium in Endstone. I think we need to go a bit lower. Aha! There's what we're looking for. Good, good. I'm just going to grab a few more pieces. We don't really need it, but there's plenty here, might as well. I wasn't paying too much attention, but I didn't necessarily notice a lot of iridium or rutile ore, so it's likely we won't be back here unless we specifically need this brand of ore for something. So I may as well make sure I get what we need while we're here. Alrighty, that probably about covers it. So let's go ahead and head back up to the surface. Wonder if there's any interesting trees I should grab. Date palms, teak leaves. We needed liquid DNA, which required saplings from forestry trees. Looks like this would be a good place to come for collecting a lot of forestry trees. Electric mushroom. I thought I heard like a little click or something. It's from these mushrooms. Those are interesting. Pick up a few of these just for kicks and giggles. I don't know what they're for, but let's see if they have any uses. Nope, apparently not. Alright, well, we got some. Anything else interesting around here? Not seeing so. Looks like a great place to get more flowers if you come here before you do Botania. Easy to fly around and look for them. Alright. I think whatever this tree is, I want some of it. Because it looks like it spawns with vines. Mahogany wood. I should have landed. Airborne cutting of trees with a pickaxe. Not so fast. Alright, so I think we're about done here. So let's go ahead and park our rocket back up on the space station. So, destination space station, yes please. And we need to break some of these ores. So I'm going to pause until we get our space station situated. And then we will break open these ores and close down the Advanced Rocketry chapter. Be right back. Okay, so we parked our rocket back on the space station and then teleported home. And it's time to close things out. Whoa. So that was exciting. Ooh, look, there's particle effects on this. It's the energized netherrack. Whoa. And Endstone, or I mean destabilized redstone. Cool, let's see if we got any class rates from all that mess. Yes, we did. And now we should get a little ding parade. So we are done with the Advanced Rocketry chapter now, and we are officially, I'm going to declare it, we are officially in the end game. So we basically have nothing but the dribbles and drabs of hard stuff left in a few of the tech chapters that require sort of Draconium or Avaricia components. And then the whole Draconic Evolution and Bragging Rights chapters. So let's take a look at what we just did. Claim. I guess we can claim all. Yes. And another green check mark. We're starting to have more green check marks than not. Good stuff. So let's see if we got anything interesting at this late stage in the game. Probably not so much. I did get one really nice thing. It was two 64K ME storage modules. It's like, where were you half a playthrough ago? An ender pouch? That's cool. I haven't actually played with those yet. I've been meaning to make one just to see what it's all about, but I keep forgetting about it. Alright, so we did get something that I like, that I want, which is an ender pouch to play with. But let's see. So we are done. And now we can concentrate on these two bad boys. We need the fusion crafting core, yet another crafting mechanic that we need to get into, and we need to get the ultimate crafting table. So that is probably the next two things we want to work on. And we need to start paying attention to what's all this. So we can start playing with the Ender Energy Manipulator is able to extract a dragon egg from a living Ender dragon. Alright. But again, we need the fusion crafting core first. Wyvern power transfer. Wyvern energy core. We can do that kind of stuff now. We even have the advanced carpenter. Yay us. Looks like Wyvern core is the next sort of main thing we want to do here. Palladium we got. We got all of this except Ludicrite, which we need. I think we can do all of that. Blaze mesh, Ender amethyst. Well, I'm not so sure about that. I don't remember seeing any Ender amethyst, so we might have to head back to the end and look for that. Or we can try and laser mine it with a magenta laser lens. We do have one of that. Currently it's got a red lens in it because we were looking for rubies, but we probably have plenty of rubies now. 1200 ruby ore and and 400 rubies. Oh yeah. Alright, so that's one plan, is that we can take this bad boy that we've had cooking along for quite a while now. We started it out looking for star metal with a blue lens. Then when I saw I was going to need a bunch of rubies to get through Advanced Rocketry, or at least to start Advanced Rocketry, I switched to a red lens. Let's go ahead and pull this out of here and see what it takes to make it a magenta lens. Magenta laser lens. So basically anything with magenta dye. We should have some magenta flower. Oh, we've even got a magenta dye. Bang. So I gotta remember when I did this last time, I've got everything being sucked out into an ender chest to go into my ME system, which unfortunately it also sucks out the lens. And so when I set this up, it's like, oh, okay. And I whitelisted blue lens, but then I completely forgot about that whole situation. So I made a red lens for it and put it in there, and the red lens kept disappearing, and I was like, what's going on? It was totally freaking me out. It took me a while to remember that we got to do that. So now we are blacklisted from pulling our lens out, which means we can do that. And watch it for a second. These things do a pretty good job of targeting things based on your lens. I don't know if it raises the chance even more if you put multiple lenses in there. I suppose we could try and find out. I didn't read that much into this thing, but it's actually been sort of a nice little machine. It's no void miner, but it also doesn't take hundreds of thousands of power like a void miner either. And it doesn't give me so much crap that it blows up my ME system. So I can leave it running for a long, long time, and it pulls things in at a nice sedate pace, as you can see. Alright, well, we'll just let that run for a while. I assume I don't have any of that that stuff. What was it again that we were looking for? Let's see, uses, oops. Uses, Ender Amethyst. Let's see if I actually have that from something that sometimes, because so much of my stuff goes straight into Ender chests and then straight into my ME system, I sometimes surprise myself with, oh look, I do have some of that stuff. But yeah, no Ender Amethyst. So that's a pretty specialized thing. Where else does that show up? Ender Amethyst. Oh well, that would explain why I have none of it. It only shows up, apparently, from the laser drill. That is making it fresh out of Endstone and dust. So yeah, apparently the only place to get it is with a magenta laser lens. But now I am wondering, there are so many slots here for lasers, I'm wondering if you can double up on lasers or triple up on laser lenses and get a better chance, or if you're just supposed to put multiple different colors in there, or if it's just a generic GUI and only the top left lens matters. I'm not sure. But I don't think those things are expensive, so it probably wouldn't hurt to throw in a few more magenta laser lenses and just see what happens. Oh, they do take pink slime, which I don't have a ton of pink slime. But I can, well, I probably have a bucket of 255 of them or so. Let's see, what else do we need? Magenta stained glass, that makes sense. So let's make some of that. Lunar reactive dust works as a pink dye. That's, or a magenta dye. That's good to know. Alright, so before I do that, how much pink slime do I have left on me? 4, exactly. Alright, well I think I have an entire drum of 255 of it out at my monster farm, or out at my cattle farm. And I can always turn that back on. We haven't run that since forever. And all I really want to do is just sort of put a second one in here and see if that increases our chance even more. Alright, so we'll let that run. What else? Let's see. Is there anything we want to launch straight into with bragging rights? I have a feeling this creative stuff is going to be expensive. This doesn't necessarily look bad. Creative mana tablet. All right. That actually looks doable-ish. Good Lord. We're reaching that point where it's like I'm already invincible and can gun down things like crazy and have all the power and resources in the world. So getting through this last Draconic Evolution and Bragging Rights chapter might get a bit rough for me, because it's just going to be massive amounts of crafting for crap that doesn't particularly get us any better. It's not like there are any fights that we can't win or anything that we can't do. So it's sort of a, why am I bothering? But whatever. Well, it looks like all roads lead through these two crafting machines for in-game. So the sooner I get these done, the sooner we can finish this up and move on to a different mod pack. Alright, so this is probably it for the episode. I'm going to give one last look at this bad boy. Just want to get a feel for how long we might have to wait for stuff here. Hasn't made any. No. Alright. I'll keep an eye on that. We can always just make another set. Like I said, we've got all the resources we could probably ever want for most things now, so making even 3 more sets of these things and lining them up all here and having them all with pink magenta lenses in them. If that's what we got to do to get the Ender Amethyst, well, then that's what we're going to do. Alright, well, that's it for now, and I will talk to you again next time. Alright, time for an epilogue. I went back to Luna to collect my my digital miner, and take it to Stella, and got to see the Earth rise. That was pretty cool. So that's a cool sight. So yeah, what I'm up to now is we're gonna hit 2 things. First, I wanted to pick up my digital miner, and I want to move it to Stella to mine for iridium and titanium. And the other thing I wanted to do at Stella, which I didn't think to do while I was there, is we got all those trees growing, and it looks like it's sort of a mystical forest biome kind of thing. So I thought it might be cool to try and take our helmet off and see if it has a nice breathable atmosphere, which it probably does. In which case, I can retire the my big blue icons on the top left, which are pulsing. So yeah, I'm going to take off the helmet and see what happens. Alright, we can apparently breathe. So Stella's going to be my go-to place to digital mine for titanium and iridium. And yeah. So that's just sort of a one final thought here. And if I ever need some trees, I know where to come. Wow. If I were doing this early game, I might actually set up my base here. Because apparently monsters don't spawn here. And there's tons of trees, and you'd have to clear yourself a spot, but tons of flowers. There's a ravine for us to look in. But yeah, anyway. So that is a good thing to know, is that you can take off your helmet and your sealed spacesuit, etc. on Stella, and it's a good place to mine yourself some titanium and iridium. This is the place that also has a ton of destabilized redstone if you need that, which I can't remember if we looked at the uses for that. You can use it to make redstone or not. Destabilized redstone, I don't think you need that either. You can sort of just magma crucible normal redstone and get that, I believe. You need 1 per anglicite. It's a good source of destabilized redstone, so if you have a ton of it, you can use that instead of your redstone. But yeah, I don't think we actually need much of it, so I don't think I'm going to mine it. I think I'm going to go grab my digital miner, which I sent from Luna back to my base in my ME system. And I'm going to set it up, and I'm going to ore filter it to just pick up iridium and titanium. So those are really, I think, the only 2 things I need. Vanilla beans. That is a heck of a tree. All these sacred oaks. Whoa. So I fall in a hole. Alright, now we're really ending this episode. So between this episode and next, I'm basically going to be mining up titanium and iridium. I actually don't think I need that much iridium. I think the tier 6 void miner set me up pretty good on that. But I do need more titanium, I'm sure. Probably need more draconium too. No, I got plenty of that. I remember now. The void 6 tier, the tier 6 void miner definitely set me up on draconium. Alrighty, so that we're going to get more titanium, and we're going to make the fusion crafting core, and we're going to make the tier 4 ultimate crafting table. So I may actually skip for me, I actually do more than 1 episode per day, but for this one I may skip a couple days worth of episodes and just sort of pound on this and bang it out, because it's going to be pretty boring for you guys to just watch me go, oh shit, now I got to make a block of black iron, and oh crap, now I got to do a block of enderium. It's just going to be lots and lots and lots of crafting. So that's going to be pretty darn boring for me and for anybody who happened to watch. So I'm probably going to put in several hours of just crafting work on these kinds of things and getting us set up for the end game. And then I'll go back to filming when we actually have interesting stuff to film. But anyway, I'll talk to you next time. Bye.